In part 1 of this series, we established that your savings rate matters more than your income when it comes to retiring early. A person saving 50% of their income reaches financial independence in 17 years, regardless of how much they earn. Today I'm going to show you the exact strategies that take most people from a 10 to 15% savings rate to 40 to 50% without making their life miserable. These are not extreme sacrifices, they are intelligent optimizations that most financially independent people apply quietly and consistently. Welcome to Rich Mind Daily. This is part 2 of our early retirement series. If you have not watched part 1 yet, go watch it first because the foundation we built there is essential for everything we cover today. Today we are going practical. We are breaking down the specific strategies that accelerate your savings rate, the biggest expense categories where the real money hides, and the mindset shift that makes aggressive saving feel like freedom rather than deprivation. Let us get into it. The housing decision that determines everything else. Housing is the single largest expense in most household budgets, typically consuming 30 to 40% of take-home pay. It is also the single biggest lever for dramatically increasing your savings rate overnight. The financial independence community has a concept called house hacking. This means buying a small multi-unit property, living in one unit, and renting the others to cover or completely eliminate your mortgage payment. A person paying $1,800 per month in rent or mortgage, who eliminates that cost through house hacking instantly adds $21,600 per year to their savings rate. On a $60,000 salary, that is a 36% increase in savings rate from one decision. Even without house hacking, choosing to live in a less expensive area, taking on a roommate, or downsizing from a larger home to a smaller one has a compounding impact on retirement timelines that dwarfs almost any other financial decision. The research is consistent. Housing is where early retirement is won or lost for most people. The transportation trap and how to escape it. Transportation is the second largest household expense in America, averaging around $11,000 per year according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This includes car payments, insurance, fuel, maintenance, and parking. Most people accept this as non-negotiable. Early retirees treat it as one of the most powerful savings levers available. Driving a paid-off reliable used vehicle instead of financing a new car saves the average American $7,000 to $10,000 per year when you include the eliminated car payment, lower insurance premiums, and reduced depreciation costs. On a $60,000 salary, that single change represents a 12 to 17% increase in savings rate. For households in walkable urban areas, eliminating a second vehicle entirely can add another $5,000 to $8,000 per year in savings. Transportation decisions are second only to housing in their impact on how quickly you reach financial independence. The subscription audit that finds hidden money in 30 minutes. The average American household spends $219 per month on subscription services according to a 2023 study by C+R Research. Most households significantly underestimate this number because subscriptions are designed to be invisible. They charge small amounts automatically and rarely trigger conscious spending decisions. A 30-minute subscription audit involves pulling your last 3 months of bank and credit card statements and listing every recurring charge. Most people find 8 to 12 subscriptions they had forgotten about or no longer actively use. Canceling unused subscriptions is not about deprivation. It is about ensuring that every dollar leaving your account is producing value you are consciously choosing. Even eliminating $100 per month in forgotten subscriptions adds $1,200 per year to your savings. Invested consistently over 20 years at 7% annual return, that $100 per month becomes approximately $52,000. Small recurring expenses have enormous compounding costs that most people never calculate. The income side of the equation. Why saving alone is not enough. Aggressive saving accelerates your path to financial independence, but cutting expenses has a mathematical floor. You cannot cut below zero. Increasing income has no ceiling, and every additional dollar earned at a high savings rate multiplies your progress disproportionately. The most accessible income increase strategies for most people are negotiating a salary raise, developing a marketable skill that commands higher pay, building a side income stream in your existing area of expertise, and monetizing time that is currently unproductive. Research from Salary.com found that employees who proactively negotiate their salary earn an average of $5,000 to $10,000 more per year than those who accept initial offers. Over a 10-year career, that gap compounds into $50,000 to $100,000 in additional wealth. Combined with a high savings rate, even a modest 10 to 15% income increase can cut years off your retirement timeline. The most powerful path to early retirement is simultaneously cutting the biggest expenses and growing income, not one or the other. The mindset shift that makes 50% savings feel normal. The biggest barrier to a high savings rate is not mathematical, it is psychological. Most people have been conditioned by marketing, social comparison, and cultural norms to equate spending with enjoyment and saving with sacrifice. The research on this is fascinating. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that people who reframed saving as spending on their future self reported significantly higher satisfaction with their savings behavior and maintained higher savings rates over time than those who viewed saving as deprivation. The practical application is straightforward. Every time you invest $500, you are not losing $500. You are purchasing approximately $1,500 of future spending power at a 7% return over 10 years. You are buying freedom, time, and options. Early retirees consistently describe reaching financial independence not as the end of enjoyment but as the beginning of it. The sacrifice narrative is the single biggest lie that keeps people trapped in decades of unnecessary employment. Housing, transportation, subscriptions, income growth, and the mindset that makes it all sustainable. These 5 strategies applied together can move the average person from a 15% savings rate to a 40 to 50% savings rate within 12 to 24 months without extreme lifestyle changes. If this video moved you closer to believing early retirement is actually achievable for you, hit the like button right now. Subscribe to Rich Mind Daily so you do not miss part 3 of this series, where we cover exactly how to invest your savings to make your money work as hard as you do. Drop a comment below. What is your biggest barrier to increasing your savings rate right now? I read every single comment and I will address the most common answers in part 3. See you in the next one.